fifth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
55, my guy, 55. If you don't get this
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Complete to number
that one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Yards. And a Raider first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and
the first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Stand situation. Let's go. Mike 55.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now a handoff looking right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Farrell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 16 yards on the play. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's the 2nd and 7. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the Raiders' 38-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Farrell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
35.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Taken down at the 33-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
1st and 10.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
45-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
32-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 3rd down, Farrell. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice gain there for a 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Las Vegas.
15 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Raiders 9.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance, it's run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Back to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. Through an opening, and there he goes.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Texans 28. Raiders 9.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Number 85.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Today's final score.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we say so